could this happen here? That's what one Florida neighborhood says about a danger lurking beneath. CNN's John Zarella reports.
Search teams scour backyards. Flags show where metal is detected. Perhaps just a food can. But that's not all they're finding. To the shock of people here, these teams are finding bombs. How can there be bombs under this quiet suburb of Orlando?
I have no explanation for this. It is incomprehensible.
School board counsel Frank Kruppenbacher is furious. The first bomb was found last summer next to a middle school track. 126 rockets and bombs with high explosives found on school property, and tons of military debris. The Army Corps of Engineers is cleaning up.
Before they get to walk away and claim we're done, we're going to have a real day of reckoning and assurances.
And it's not just the school. Thousands of homes are built next to a 12,000-acre World War II bombing range.
What am I going to do with this? Nobody wants to touch this neighborhood. I'm stuck. So it's kind of, this is not my little American family dream that we had.
How could this happen? Keeping them honest, we asked the school, home builders, and the Army. Mike Ornella heads the Army Corps' $10 million cleanup of the Pine Castle Jeep range.
It was known that this was a demonstration area for war fighting.
People knew it, and you told them.
People knew it, and that information was available, absolutely available.
The Army published reports, but there's no record it told anyone, even while the school was being built. A 1994 report says, quote, the site is a possible danger to the public. A 1997 report cites, quote, strafing, practice bombing, air-to-ground rocket firing, some high explosive bombing. Did the Army Corps raise enough red flags, you think, about what was going on here?
I believe the Army Corps followed the process that we're required to follow.
Ornella says the Army isn't required to tell anyone, even though records show it expected development. The school board, builders, engineering firms all say they didn't ask because they had no idea it was an old bombing range. The land developer won't comment. Lawsuits have been filed. John Overchuck is suing one builder, Lennar.
They're the ones who made the profit. They're the ones who are responsible because they got these people suckered into these houses.
Lennar says it relied on studies that made no mention of a military range, and the military did not show up on property ownership records because it had leased the land. But it was no secret. Nearly 2 decades ago, local government said a planned development would have to stop if hazardous military materials turned up.
You thought you bought in a good area.
Danette Lamb can't believe no one knew there might be bombs in the ground.
Somebody knew something. Somebody, a lot of somebodies, turn their heads and try to make a quick buck.
No one knew. Now everyone does. John Zarella, CNN, Orlando.